As you may have gathered by Tiny Cupcake, today is my birthday. Well, you're gonna see this tomorrow, so yesterday was my birthday. And I'm gonna wish for everything I want to happen this year, and it will happen, because that's how things work. It's that simple, folks. Just kidding, no it's not. About it being simple, not about it being my birthday. It actually is my birthday. And on every birthday, I like to write down the goals that I have for the year, and then I like to read them aloud. First, look at this. How perfect is this mug? You got it for me. Now, regardless of what your beliefs are in this world, doesn't matter. There's real power in writing things down and then saying those things aloud for the universe to hear. I don't know why, that's just how it is. I don't make the rules. And so what I would recommend to do every year is find a different point in the year, whether that be New Year's or whether that be your birthday. Find a different point every year to do this and to write goals and to also sort of audit how the previous year went. And the whole point of this is, unlike the candle example in the beginning, you can't just wish for what you want in life and expect it to happen. You have to announce it. You have to let the universe and the world know what it is that you want out of life. But then you have to take the necessary steps towards that as well. It just helps and is very necessary to have direction in life, whether small or large. So what I'm gonna do is read aloud my goals for the year to you. And I thought this would be fun because you're actually gonna see a lot of these play out, hopefully, over the next year here on this channel. So number 1 says, get incredibly tan and jacked this summer. Oh, that was last year's. I'm none of those things. Okay, the real number 1, create more short films and begin submitting them to film festivals. So fun fact, that's the whole reason I'm here. I've been an actor for 8 years now. Some of you already know this. I've had some success. It's the funnest thing in the world to do. I've been on different Netflix shows, 13 Reasons Why. I was on SWAT most recently for one of my bigger things that I've done. Numerous commercials. It's a lot of fun, but it's one of the most competitive industries in the world. Everybody wants to be an actor. You're going up against thousands of people, and every gig that you get, if you're lucky enough to even get an audition. So it's very competitive. Even though I have agents and a manager, they can only do so much. And so it's very, very important to try to find opportunities for yourself. And nowadays, there's no excuse. You can make movies with your phone. And in the content world, you have things like YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or whatever to upload films, short films, or whatever of yourself. So my goal is to continue creating short films. I've already created several, but the goal is to get better and better each time, find ways to improve the storytelling, color grading, or what have you, to really kind of increase the quality. And then once I feel like I have something that is worth submitting, I will then try to submit that and get that going in the film festival circuit. Just honestly, just to network, meet other people in the space, and just to try to create opportunities for myself. And the real reason I like this strategy is it's sort of win-win, because even if I get into film festivals and nothing comes of it or don't get in at all, it means that I'm creating and I'm pushing myself and I'm trying to get better as a filmmaker and a storyteller. And I'll be creating more and more short films on my channel. So win-win. Moving on. I was like when people like old school, like my grandma used to do that when they got that old school thing where they get the, hey shit, it works. Number 2, launch art clothing brand. So this has been in the works for a long time. So actually, when I was 18, one of the first things I wanted to do out of high school was create a clothing line. This isn't exactly a clothing line. This is more merch related to art and to just creating and being an artist. And you'll see what I mean. I don't want to kind of give anything away. All I can say is you're gonna start seeing it in my content without me ever announcing it or really saying anything, most likely. But just know that it's gonna be art related. And if you're a creator, I get it. I know all of the good, the bad, the ugly. And so this whole merch line is gonna be sort of dedicated to being a creative person. And it's gonna be funny and sort of sarcastic and just an idiot, kind of like me. So yeah, you should be seeing that this fall. Number 3, get YouTube to 100K subs. I'm currently, as I post this, at 13,194. So obviously I have a long way to go, but I didn't even start fully committing to YouTube till the beginning of this year. So I'm excited about what's coming, and I have so much planned. And you know, again, it's a lofty goal, but it's one I think I can get to, especially knowing how much time and energy I'm going to be putting into my channel this year. So again, I've said it a bunch on here, but I just feel so re-inspired to create here and to be creative again, and meeting a lot of you and getting to engage with a lot of you is kind of the whole point that you start creating in the first place. So really grateful for all of you, by the way, and look forward to trying to work towards that goal of 100K subs. And then number 4, which is the last one, is to grow the overall brand, the art, the website, prints, merch, new paintings, all of that. Sounds like a lot of random stuff, but it's not. That's all things that fall under the same umbrella, which is me, myself, my brand. Recently, over the last months, I think I've finally figured out sort of my artistic direction, which if you're a creative of any sort, you know how frustrating that can be, which is, you know, what do you want people to think of when they see your work? Or what sort of direction creatively is all of your stuff going to go? What message do you want to put out there? So that if somebody comes to my page or my work, you know, how do you want them to feel? What do you want them to see? That kind of stuff. I finally kind of narrowed all of that down. So the website relaunch is important because it's going to be where a lot of my stuff lives. So to buy original artwork, to buy prints, which I'm going to be doing, to buy the merch that I've been talking about, it's all going to live there. And so just really excited because I'm going to be doing a lot more painting this year. Just really excited for all of it and to really sort of start kind of narrowing in on what my brand is, and just excited to share a lot of it with you. So those are my 4 things. And I have a lot of other little ones and fitness related ones and stuff like that, but I won't bore you with those. Again, you are going to see all of these play out over the next year. And I've never really had that before. I've always sort of written them down for myself and maybe talked amongst, you know, my close friends and stuff like that. But to have a group of people kind of get to hear what they are and then get to see them play out over the next year, I think it's going to be really fun and exciting. And so I'm looking forward to sharing all this with you. So, but again, as mentioned, if you do not write down your goals, they're small or large. I'm not kidding. It's not something I've always done. And it wasn't until I started getting a little more serious about myself, or just trying to find more direction in my life, writing things down and planning and setting goals for yourself. So damn important. So if you're not doing that, literally start doing that. Make sure your health and your fitness and stuff like that is always one of them, but it really can be life-changing. So I implore you to do this immediately. But thanks again for watching and for hearing these out. And I look forward to trying to accomplish all of them in front of your eyes this year. Thanks for watching. Good night. Red Velvet, I'm going to shut off the camera before you watch me annihilate this thing.